that attacks more people than any other. To some, they're unpredictable and dangerous.
When I turned, the bear's head was right there.
What, in the water?
In the water. And it grabbed me by the back of the neck.
Other people think we've got them completely wrong. I'm Gordon Buchanan, and I'm a wildlife cameraman. I want to find out the truth about black bears. In this series, I'm going to try and film a bear family over 3 seasons. From the moment they wake up in the spring to the time they hibernate in autumn. This is the only place in the world I can do it. But to tell you the truth, okay, I'm a little bit scared.
Just been bitten for the first time by a bear.
Northern Minnesota is just west of the Great Lakes, near the border with Canada. It's one of the last great wilderness areas in the US. This is bear country. The little town of Ely lies at its heart. Thousands of people begin trips into the backwoods from here. Bears are the one animal people do not want to meet in the forest. I'm going to try and shoot them with a camera, not with a gun. Bears have a big reputation, and they've become monsters in our imagination.
Until the moment I see one in the wild, I'll know how I truly feel about it. But it is an animal that I have a healthy respect for and fear of. When you look into a bear's eyes, I think they've got a mad look about them, I think.
My biggest problem will be just seeing one. Black bears live in thick forest and are almost impossible to find. However, in the woods just outside Ely, I have a unique opportunity to get close to them. That's because of one remarkable man. He could help us reveal a side of bears that no one has seen before.
Hello.
Are you Gordon?
I am.
Hey, you got your luggage right with you.
How you doing?
Good, I'm good, come on.
Glad to be here.
Yeah, come on, here.
I probably know more about you than you know about me.
Dr. Lynn Rogers has been a bear biologist for 44 years.
Here, get in that side.
Oh, I was forgetting what country I was in.
Yeah, you're in America now.
If anyone can get me close to bears, it's Lynn.
So in a normal year, they'd all still be in hibernation.
Yeah, right, yeah. About now, the earliest ones would be coming out.
15 miles out of town is the cabin where I'll be staying. Lynn wants to show me that there are bears living right on my doorstep.
So in your professional opinion, where's the closest bear to us right now?
There's probably one bear per each 1.5 square miles. So, I don't know, it could be anywhere.
Oh, wow. That is definitely bear here.
Yep.
So come on, he's wandered up and then just scratched his back on this rough land.
But it's not for comfort, it's to communicate. Every bear that comes by will smell the bear on here and stop and sniff it.
It's actually quite soft.
Yeah, it's actually really pleasant to pet a bear.
I'll take your word for it. That bear?
Oh, there you go. Where'd you go? Those are teeth marks. Probably a male bear.
So when the male bear stands up, he's taller than you.
Yes, right. Yep. Okay, here's one where probably a bear.
I just didn't realise that they were that big. When I think of a grizzly bear, I know that they are enormous, and I know that polar bears are enormous. Black bears always think of being little bears. These marks aren't left by a little bear. You're talking something significantly taller than me. No matter how big our brains are when you're out here in the forest, it's how big your teeth are, how strong you are, and compared to a black bear, we are nothing. The next day, I feel jet-lagged, but wake up to a magical April morning. North of the cabin, there's pretty much nothing but wilderness, all the way to the Arctic. It's amazing to think in North America you've got somewhere like this. On the other side of this lake, it is truly wild, and that's why you've got moose, wolves, bears wandering about this forest. It's pretty much untouched, and that's what makes it so special. This vast patchwork of lakes and forests is found nowhere else in America. There are plenty of bears here, but they're hidden in the trees. Fortunately, Lynn's managed to put radio collars on 10 wild bears, which will help with the search. Before I begin filming, there are a few basic steps I need to take. I want to get a feel of the lie of the land and how difficult it's going to be to track them. Right, guys.
Take care of it.
I'm here with the rest of the crew.
Okay. See you later.
But for this first attempt to find a bear, it's important I go alone. That way, I don't make any noise. I've radio tracked animals before. What I don't know is what a bear will do when it sees me.
I'm gonna go this way. Oh gosh.
I'm travelling light, just in case I have to leg it.
Whew. Okay, I'm getting a really strong signal from right over there. Very strong.
I've filmed large predators all over the world, from tigers in the Himalayas to lions in Africa. But bears are completely new to me. The only way to film one will be to get as close as I dare.
Kind of feels like a bad idea doing this. You're walking towards an animal that is infinitely stronger than I am, is bigger than I am. Can't imagine it's more scared than I am. Okay, keep walking, keep walking, keep walking, keep walking, keep going, keep going, keep going.
The signal gets louder as I get closer.
just there. You can see it's about maybe 20 meters away. Okay, just standing up. Come on, camera. There it is. Focus, focus. Lincoln camera. There it is. One thing that Lynn had told me was to just announce my presence by speaking to the bear. Hey bear. Hey bear. Hey bear. Oh, he's got a cub. He's got a cub with it. Hey bear.
I'll keep 20 meters between us, because the one thing I know about bears is that they're fast sprinters.
Hey bear. Oh man. Okay, it's coming towards me. Okay, it's coming towards me. Bloody thing's walking towards me. He's just coming up. Back off a bit. Okay. Just keep your distance. I'll keep mine. No. No, thank you. No, thank you. Not this close, thank you. No. No. Man, she's a big bear. No. No. Oh man, look, can you see that? Whew. It's amazing. That's really quite something else.
I'm surprised by how scared it was.
It really is beyond me. I don't know why anyone would want to do that. It's just insane.
I think I'd be a fool if I lost the fear of these bears. They're wild animals and you have to remind yourself of that. To record their lives in any detail, I'm going to have to get much closer than that, and stay with them for hours. Right now, that feels impossible. I know I'm not alone. Most people are frightened of bears. Even bear biologists are scared of them. Most believe bears can only be followed from a distance. They rely on remote tracking devices, which can only be put on by first trapping and then tranquilizing the bear. This is highly stressful for the animal, and it seems to reinforce fear on both sides. It's why most biologists have rarely seen black bears behaving normally. Lynn's decided to do things differently.
Long ago, I realized how little you can learn from measuring a tranquilized bear and flying over a radio-collared bear and putting some dots on a map. If you can't see the animal you're studying, there's very little you can learn.
Lynn's methods are unconventional, but he gets closer to wild bears than any other researcher. He's my passport to filming them, so I'll have to learn how he does it. This morning, Lynn's given me a crash course on how to get so close to bears you could touch them. Lynn has devoted the last 40 years of his life to studying these bears. I don't think there's anyone else on the planet that knows as much or has spent as long with black bears. He's the best mentor I could ever have. But then, who's to say that he's not just a complete crackpot and he's just been lucky for 40 years?
It's me, Bear.
We're homing in on the mother and cub I met earlier.
It's me.
She's a first-time mother, and Lynn thinks she would make a great subject to film.
It's me, Bear.
He's decided to try and upgrade her radio collar to make finding her a little easier. What he does next blows me away. Something no other bear expert would attempt.
It's me, Bear.
Lynn's going to try and change the collar
It's me, Bear.
without tranquilizing her first.
It's me, Lily. Don't worry. Well, let's go closer.
Did you say Lily?
Yes.
Is that her name?
Yep. This is Lily. There she is.
Is she there?
Okay, here she comes. Hey, look at that big bear coming.
Is she going to approach us?
I hope so. Yeah.
Okay, I tell you what, I'm going to back off, Lynn, and just let you do your thing. It's something I'd like to just observe
Okay, it's me,
and
Bear.
not get too close to the massive black bear.
Go up to her there.
Incredible.
Hi. Do you remember me? You do, don't you? You do, don't you? Okay, you remember that? I'm the great man.
I have never seen anyone get this close to a large, wild carnivore.
Just a second. It's me. It's me, all right. This is the closest I've ever been to the cub.
Really? Oh wow, she is cute. And have you given this one a name yet?
The cub's name is Hope. Lily's Hope. You and I will go up to the bear, and you will offer her food.
Okay.
So she knows you're the one.
Giving her some food.
Yep. And you'll continue to offer her food to distract her while I put this on.
I hadn't realized Lynn was going to rope me in on this.
What's going to be interesting, this is a bigger collar, a heavier collar than she's used to. Because she's just got a little collar on now. This is bigger, this is new.
Okay.
We'll see how she reacts. It's me, Bear.
Hello, Lily. Sorry, girl. Hello, girl. Don't worry, I'll give you something.
Don't be scared, Lily.
Is she going to be okay if I come down onto her level? Is that not a good thing to do? Hello, girl.
You're doing good.
Hi, girl. Oh, wow. No, don't be greedy. Oh, gosh. Here you go.
Okay,
Okay, well, heart's going a little bit faster than it was 2 minutes ago. I'm just imagining it's a pony, not a bear.
Trying to get these to fit through the holes.
Halfway through the grapes, Lynn, just to let you know. Right, okay, you take these. I keep on thinking she's going to nip me.
Now, is that tight enough? I think it is. Now I'm going to take her heart rate. It's a lot easier with a stethoscope.
This is surreal. It's weird. It's just strange. It's a very odd situation because I've seen animals being radio collared before, and that's normally quite a traumatic experience for the animal because you've got to dart them.
What is 37 times 2?
74.
That's what I thought.
Probably best not the time to be asking me mathematical problems. She's lovely.
Yeah. 74 is a nice, slow, calm heart rate.
Yeah? So she's nice and relaxed.
Yep. That's your old radio collar.
Well, I'd like you to take my heart rate at the moment. Doing this, it suddenly makes sense, you know, why Lynn builds such a close relationship with these animals. Is it enables them to do something like this that causes much less stress to the animal. And not only the issue of collaring them, but once you've got this level of trust with an animal, you can follow it, you can watch it, and it'll eventually ignore you. As a cameraman, this is a perfect situation. You've got a wild animal acting in a natural way that you're able to follow and sit this close to. So for me, it is a real unique opportunity.
Even Lynn doesn't know how mothers like Lily learn how to raise their first baby. If I can get Lily to accept me, I'll have an amazing chance to document what happens. I think the next step is learning to control my fear. But that's easier said than done. Many of Lynn's field assistants have bottled out in the past.
I've had a number of people quit, actually, because they'd see things they didn't understand, and then they'd come in and tell me, I don't want to get killed. One guy, he got a little ways into the woods, got so scared he started throwing up. And a week later, he was gone. I didn't fire him. He just quit.
Lynn's researcher, Sue Mansfield, is the only assistant to have stayed the course. Sue's going to help the crew keep the cameras rolling as much as we can for the next 6 months, even when I'm not here. We're hoping we'll reveal more about bears than ever before.
Interesting how she's paralleling the road, but not traveling on the road.
Lily's brand new GPS collar is a huge bonus.
They send a signal to our computer every 10 minutes.
It tells Sue where Lily's just been, but bears rarely stay put. Once we're in the forest, we need the radio tracking equipment to fine-tune the search.
Hey, bear.
It sounds easy peasy, but the terrain makes it a nightmare for the crew and for me.
Me, bear.
It's not at all easy, this, because all you've got to go on is the direction that this antenna's giving me. And I thought she was in this direction. What it's doing is directing me to this big blinking rock here. So it means I've been dragging my backside through the forest towards the signal, and it's not a signal. It's just a bounce signal off this rock, so she's not here, she's over there.
When I first started my graduate work, my first walk was an absolute disaster. I was just stumbling through the woods after her and not learning anything except how hard it was. You just have to keep with it.
Found myself going halfway towards a Lynn Rogers impersonation in the hope that the bears think it's him and they come out to see him.
Hey, Bear. It's me, Bear. Old Dr. Rogers, Bear.
Not working yet.
This would be a good time for Gordon to try to connect with Lily because it looks like she's bedded. She's been in that area for about an hour and 15 minutes.
I've got one thing on my side. Hope is tiny and needs to rest. Finally, after an hour of bushwhacking, I catch up with them.
Hey, Lily. Hey, Lily.
And thankfully, Lily's more concerned about her cub than me. Through my lens, I can see Hope's eyes are still blue. Later, they'll turn brown. Lynn's told me he's never seen a cub out of the den at such a young age. At last, I feel relaxed enough to begin filming. Hope is totally dependent on her mother. She needs to nurse every few minutes. But Lily is only 3 years old, and like all first-time mothers, she's having to learn on the job. If she continues to accept me, and I can keep up with her, I'll have a ringside seat to see how she and baby Hope get on.
Hey, Bear. Hey, Bear.
Over the next few days, I return to the same spot. Lily's allowing me to watch her, but only from a distance. I can understand why she's anxious. With wolves around, the forest floor is a dangerous place for a cub. To be safe, Hope needs to learn to climb trees as soon as possible. And her instincts are already kicking in. She's pawing at trees. Even with the right instincts, cubs like Hope, born to first-time mothers, have only a 50% chance of surviving their first year. Cubs of more experienced mothers have better odds. To help us understand how far Lily's mothering skills have to go, Sue takes us to see June.
It's me, Bear.
Here she comes.
June is Lily's own mum, and by all accounts, she's a bit of a star.
Hey, girl.
She's already successfully raised 5 cubs, including Lily. Her current cubs are yearlings, already into their second spring. These two have a reputation. A naughty reputation. Which is why Sue is here to help.
What I'm thinking is that I'm glad that I'm not you, because hang on. You've got 2 bears sniffing and pawing at you.
All his equipment remains intact,
Hey there.
and the cubs turn their attention elsewhere.
Okay, don't go looking about in my bag, please. No. Now, the worst thing you could do is try and chase the bear away. You're just looking for trouble if you do something like that. No, don't do that. Don't do that. No, it's not me. It's hired. You could probably do a better job than I could. No. Okay, no. I think you've overpowered it.
Sue comes in to rescue the camera.
We refer to the yearlings as little muggers. They haven't learned their manners yet.
No harm done.
Well, I would say a little nibble out of the microphone is being let off lightly. I think I've caused more damage to cameras in the past. That was okay. If I just stayed beside the camera, that bear would have kept away from me. It's a shock to think that these yearlings are not much younger than Lily. It makes me realise how quickly she's had to grow up. It's been 2 weeks since Lily and Hope first emerged from their winter den. Lily hasn't had a decent meal since last autumn. She's been relying on her fat reserves. Now Hope is more mobile. She'll be travelling further to find the food she needs. Following them is drawing me even deeper into their world.
As Gordon hopefully can gain the trust of some wild bears, his mission is to become ignored, so that the bears trust him enough that they regard him as inconsequential to their lives. He could be there, but he's not a friend, but he's not an enemy. He's not a food giver, but he's not a competitor. He's just there. And pretty soon they say, you are of no value whatsoever to me. I'm just going to go about my life and pay no attention to you. That's when we get scientific data.
I reckon that log was full of beetle grubs or something, because she's absolutely demolished it. As if someone's thrown a hand grenade at it. I pick through the matchwood when she moves away. Okay, this is what she's doing. Ripping this open. Let's see if I can find what she was after. I'd be quite surprised how much of the diet is made up of tiny little creatures. Okay, so I am just ripping open your log. I wanted to find out what was in here.
Lynn and Sue have taught me gestures that bears understand. Hands up means I have no food. To spend a little bit of time with her in this way, when it's nice and quiet in the forest. She and Hope are just doing their thing. It's really good. Being scared of a black bear. Oh, what a fool.
Hey Lily, are you checking me out? Are you checking me out? There you go, girl. Bring that cub over. Bring that cub over, okay? You're a lovely beast. Hey, here comes Hope. What is that cub making all that noise for? Look at that cub of yours, Lily. Hello. She's very curious. Okay, we're done. We're done here. We're done. Okay, I think, Lily, okay, give me a kiss. What am I doing? I've just asked a wild bear for a kiss.
The better a person knows a bear, the more they like them, because as you get to know them, you get to realize they're not the dangerous animals we once thought. And so a person can feel close to a certain bear, but if you feel that way too quickly, it can be just one action on the bear's part destroys everything.
It's taken just a few weeks for me to feel really connected with this family.
Lily? Are you interested?
But today, she doesn't come straight up and take the greeting from my hand.
She's nervous about something. I think there's a tree squeaking over there. Lily. Grape or two? That's the deal. You and I, we're going to be friends. Yeah, we're going to be good friends. I almost patted her there. It just seems a natural thing to do. Every time I see Lily, Hope plucks up a little bit more courage. I'm going to put my hand out to your cub. Is that okay? Oh no! Wow, Hope. That was the first time I've touched your nose. Oh, hello. You're coming closer. You're coming closer. I don't really have to tell you how magical this is, because who in the world wouldn't want to do this? Okay. Hey girl. I'm sorry. No. Just being bitten for the first time by a bear. Okay. Just bit my leg. It's okay. It wasn't a bite. I was just looking up at Hope when I wasn't keeping an eye on Lily and what she was doing. She just grabbed my leg with her teeth. I won't call it a bite. It's not a bite. It's just a warning, really. Huh. Funny how quickly it changes. Okay, Lily. I don't have anything. Good bear. Good bear. Okay, that lip smacking is her, letting me know that she's nervous. I think, Lily, I'm gonna stand up. Okay, bear. Hey, Lily, I'm gonna stand up. Hey, girl. I'm just gonna back away. You're not too happy.
Hope's been scared by this.
You ain't got nothing. Yeah, off you go.
I realise now that Lily was giving me hints to back off, and I wasn't listening.
Hey, Lily, I'm just gonna move. That's me being told off. It's just a bit of a shock. You go hoochie coochie hoochie coochie to baby bear on this side, and you go mummy bear, suddenly putting her jaws round your upper thigh. She just went like this, grabbed on, and there's no blood or anything. It's just a test bite, and it's not even a bite, because a bite, I always think, draws blood or leaves a mark. That was more just a caress with her teeth. Hope we might have to call the fire brigade to get you down out of there. It looks as if someone stuck a toy teddy up in the tree. Hey, Hope.
On a positive note, Hope's climbing's coming on.
Fighting is a part of communication. Doesn't mean the bear is attacking, it's just communicating. They have great control over the power of their jaws, so they can just grab your arm to tell you don't, no pressure, but just telling you no, I don't like that. Or they can give a quick light bite, or it could be harder.
Being bitten was completely my fault, but it's left me feeling a bit rattled. I know bears do attack and injure people, and I want to find out why that happens. Jeremy Cleveland and his son Jamie have agreed to meet me to tell me about their experience on a canoe trip 23 years ago.
We had nice breakfast, bacon and eggs, and probably the smell of that bacon grease is what brought this bear into the campsite. Jamie said, "Look, Dad, there's a bear." And about 30 feet away, here comes this bear out of the woods. They say you're supposed to bang pots and pans together and jump around. Well, we did. Pots and pans were all packed up, so
First thing I decided to do was I said I'm going to take the food and go down the hill with that and put the canoe in the water.
then almost immediately a turn started for me. I learned later you're never supposed to run from a bear, but it seemed like the appropriate action at the moment. So I came over the bank and dove straight in and swam out about 100 feet, and then I was worried where Jamie had gotten to. When I turned, the bear's head was right there.
What, in the water?
In the water.
Because the Clevelands were in a remote area, they didn't know that the same bear had attacked somebody else the previous day.
Everything went on automatic at that point. It bit me in the thigh first, and then I tried to push it off, and it bit me in the arm and the shoulder. And at that point I realized I had to try to get away. So I again turned to try to get away from it, and it grabbed me by the back of the neck. And at that point, of course, I was completely helpless.
So then I went into the water and took the two of them to shore, dragged them to shore. First thing I tried to do is I put my hand in the bear's mouth. I tried to open the bear's
So
mouth.
the bear still got hold of your fella at this
Yes, and he's shaking him back and forth.
And I had tried to push the bear off I was down on all fours or on my knees, and I tried to push the bear off, but that jaw was just like a vice. I couldn't move it.
So then I took the canoe paddle, hit him by the back of the neck, and it dropped him, and we got him.
Well, the paddle broke at that point.
Yeah.
And if Jamie hadn't been there,
I would have died. There's just no question I don't think there's any way I would have escaped if he hadn't been there.
The rogue bear was hunted down and killed by rangers the next day. Lynn investigated the incident and found that the bear was seriously underweight. It probably attacked because it was starving. This was a very rare and exceptional case. I need to remind myself I'm more likely to be killed by lightning than a bear. What's also helped is I've begun to see bears in a different light. This spring, I feel I've become part of a little bear family. But my time with them on this visit is running out. Every day I spend on their trail seems precious. I don't want to miss out on any of Hope's growing up. Right.
give me a desert, please. Now, she's not climbing these trees because she's scared, I don't think. I think she's just testing her skills. She's picking up every variety of tree that she possibly can and seeing if she can climb it. When you think about it, these bears, the cubs, have to learn a huge amount. It's amazing to think that this little cub within a year is going to be on its own.
But while Hope's with Lily, she can learn by making mistakes, like avoiding trees over water. It's really sweet to see how Lily coaxes Hope out of danger. Maybe she's better at this mothering thing than I first thought. The more time I spend with them, the more I'm falling under their spell. It's already May. Soon I have to go back to the UK. The bears remind me why I want to return as soon as possible. They start putting on a show. They're telling each other they're available by rubbing scent everywhere they can. Love, it seems, is in the air. June will be coming into heat this year. Once the mating season starts, her yearlings will be on their own. And June will finally get some time to herself. Lily can smell that the breeding season has begun. But what's weird is that she begins to react too.
She's just stomping about like that.
She's scent marking. But a mother with such a young cub shouldn't mate again until next year. I've got no idea what's going on.
Quite odd. It's going to be dark in about half an hour, so I think I'm going to have to leave Lily and Hope. Okay, Lily, where are you heading to? I've got a clue. These bears are something else. Bye-bye.
Tomorrow I leave for 7 weeks. It's a chance to see my own family. But I had no idea a remarkable drama would start to play out after I left. Fortunately, the crew who stayed on were able to record what happened. They filmed Lily climbing down a tree, leaving Hope alone. It seems her head has been turned by a male, and she starts following his scent trail. It's not unusual for a mother to leave a cub for a few hours, but as evening approaches, Sue realises something's wrong.
After 6 hours, I went out to the location where I had last seen them together, and I listened, and it sounded like some animal, possibly Hope, was scurrying around among the trees. Because of the GPS on Lily, I knew where she was, and she was several miles away.
That evening, a storm arrives. Lynn and Sue think Lily tried to get back to Hope.
We suspect that Lily couldn't find Hope's scent at that point, that the scent had been washed away.
Lily is obviously missing Hope.
I would just imagine this cub is scared and hungry and desperately wanting her mother.
Hope is still dependent on Lily's milk and too young to survive on her own.
When I took Lynn out to show him the red pine where I had last seen Hope, there on the side of the road was fresh sign that either a wolf or a coyote had been around.
I think the chances of them getting back together now are getting slimmer by the day. I don't know what to think. Is she dead? Did Lily find Hope's body?
By the 5th day, Lynn and Sue believe that Hope is dead. Even when a neighbour reports seeing a lone bear cub, Lynn is pessimistic. It's a long way from where Hope was last seen.
It's hard to believe that this is Hope up here, actually, because it's just so far. Okay.
She was almost came down. She went down.
Oh, okay.
Did you see her?
Yeah. It's me, Bear. It's me.
Don't you think that's her? It's gotta be her, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Amazingly, it is Hope. This tiny cub has walked over 2 miles back to where she was born.
Sue's happy.
You're gonna make me cry.
But finding Hope puts Lynn in a dilemma.
There were so many thoughts went through my mind about what's going to happen to this cub. What should I do as a researcher? How much should I get involved? Should I interfere and help them get back together? What is the right thing to do here?
Hope is starving. Should Lynn intervene to save her? Or should he let nature take its course?
Here's what we could use.
He's made his decision.
I don't know if you have a little kennel carrier kind of thing?
Pet carrier.
You do.
Lynn tries to attract Hope down the tree with a stick dipped in milk. Hope is so hungry, she's prepared to overcome her fear.
Come down. With me there. Come on down, it's okay.
But Hope is a wild animal, and she's feisty.
I'm just wondering what's going to happen next. I'm really wondering how Lily will feel.
Lily is just a mile away. Lynn is going to try and reunite them. But he's in uncharted territory. The borrowed pet carrier has a faulty latch.
Now what?
It's a disaster. Lynn needs to come up with a new plan. He decides to try to find Lily, but with the sun setting, he doesn't have long.
It's me there.
He's found her just a few hundred meters into the woods. He tried to lead her to where Hope was last seen. After so many days apart, Lynn fears Lily may not accept her cub.
Just the outpouring of pure animal emotion was the strongest I've ever seen. Little Hope bawling for wanting to nurse and be with her mother and have that contact. And the mother responding with, which means I want you. This is one of the most satisfying moments in my research. It's me, God. There's no more. God, be thankful. I'm going to sleep good tonight.
Next time, I return in the summer to find that Lily and Hope's lives have taken another dramatic turn. Hope's not feeding properly. She's weak and struggling to survive. Lynn wonders whether he has made the right decision to reunite them. And I don't know how far we should go to save Hope's life.
And the second part of The Bear Family and Me is here on BBC HD tomorrow at the same time. Coming up next this evening, stay with us for EastEnders.